Hello, Serge here for the Backyard Driving Range. Alright, I've been kind of walking the pinpoints basically through the main points or positions of the Peak Performance golf swing, and today I'm pretty much reaching the last one, which is the forward swinging up to the tee finish. Okay, why do I call it a tee finish? Because if you stand up correctly, your spine will be vertical to the ground and your shoulders will be horizontal or parallel to the ground, and that creates a tee. We want to take this tee from here to end up being from the hitting position. I'm going to give myself an aiming line here, which I'll put it at the target, because we always want to think of the target, and here the target is the camera. I want to be dead center of the camera. I don't need that ball at the moment. So once I get up here, here's my tee. Now in the old days they told us it would be great to have your get into a big reverse C, and part of the C was because they wanted you to have your head on a pillow, okay? And they said make like your head's on a pillow so you're staying down and under longer. Well, I think, as you know, what one of my main comments is that A, we don't hit down on the ball, and B, we swing, and to stop that, once we start our forward upswing, we swing up and we stand up. I want you coming up as fast as a Pop-Tart out of a toaster. And what the other part of the tee finish is that it's not only the spine that we want in the tee, because see, that could still be somewhat the reverse swing. I got this big curvature in my back, as you can see here, like this. That's no good for the back. It's no good for the neck and the head. Your brain's got to work harder to maintain the balance. But it's also, if you got your head in this position, I still see a lot of this finishing like this. Well, the problem is your eyes need to be also horizontal to the ground. So if we want your shoulders horizontal to the ground or parallel to the ground, we want the eyes also. And basically that's because the balance system in your brain works on eyes horizontal to the ground. All right? So I just don't pull this stuff out of the air. All right? This is all fact. You can go look it up, because as I told you before, peak performance is all about, the peak performance setup and swing is all about physics and physiology, marrying them together. There's no accidents here. This is not wishful thinking. It is all fact. Put your head down like this and just try to walk around. I don't care how flat the ground is. You're going to be tilted and making curves to the right. If you go walk enough, it's the best way to get yourself a good circle, to walk in a circle and get back to point A. All right? Whether it be you cock this way, that way. So the eyes have to get up there too, which means the head stays perpendicular to the spine to stay with the eyes there. So once we swing the club and we go boom into the forward catcher's mitt, from there, as I've done before, I take this stick and I stick it in the ground. All right. Once I go into the forward catcher's mitt, I don't know if this is exactly the same. It's not too far off, and I swing up. The hands come up close to the head. That's why I've had to quit playing with wide visors like this, because you come up in a full swing, all right, and you go like this, and the hat gets blown off, and it knocks the hat off. And my swing actually started going south the wrong way a number of years ago, because I finally figured it out. Because in doing this, you don't want to keep picking up your hat, and especially if it blows off, you whack it off like that, and at the wrong moment a gust of wind comes this way. The next thing you know, I'm down here chasing running as fast as I can, trying to catch my hat, especially if there's a lake or something over there. So now what I do is I take my hat off, I place it on the ground, I hit my shot, come all the way down to my recoil and relax, and I walk over and pick my hat up and put it on. So when I wear brimmed hats now, and I wear them to play golf, because I want complete brims to keep the sun off my face and off my neck. So I take the hat off so I can get to that nice close tee finish. All right, after I go, and the tee finish is here. Shoulders horizontal, spine's vertical, the right shoelaces, the right kneecap, the belt buckle, the chest, your nose should all be facing at the target, and the club when your recoil comes down, the club's facing at the target. So that's going to keep us in this really nice tight frame here that I call the aiming alley. So if I put another one here, I call the toe line to the aiming line. I call that the aiming alley, or even the target alley, because that means if I keep the club head and my hands and arms basically in this alley, which means the club head will be running that line, the hands and arms will be running mostly my toe line when I hit it, and I finish and I get back in here and finish that way. If you keep your club head, hands and arms in the toe line, your ball should go in the toe line and stay in that toe target line or the aiming alley line. And that's going to tighten it up and get you good shots. So we want the tee finish. Shoulders and eyes horizontal to the ground, spine vertical. Get that, you'll be in good shape, and you'll be hitting good golf shots. And with those two things, you should be shooting those lower scores. So that's it for the search today and the importance of getting to the tee finish and exactly what the tee finish is. That's it for today, and I'll be speaking to you all again soon.